by the NYPD. God bless you all.
Thank you.
Young Mac, what up?
Thank you so much, Pops. Justice for
Shaheed!
Justice for
Shaheed!
Justice for
Shaheed!
So one of the things that I want to say is true what the brother was saying before, is that there's a lot of lies that are circulating about Saeed and how he passed away and the conditions that he was in. And the reason why I say that is because that's what this system and the media does. The first thing they do when a police officer murders somebody in our community is assassinate that person's character. Their medical history is up to be debated. Their background, whether it be a criminal background or not, is up to be debated. Everything about who that person is can be picked apart because the NYPD decides to murder someone. Am I right? So the life of somebody can be destroyed because the media assassinates their character to prove the NYPD innocent. And I want us to look around at some of us who have some of these facts here, and we printed out the facts of Saeed's life and Saeed's murder because we want people to know the truth about Saeed. And we have the media here, we want the media to know the truth about Saeed. Fact one, and I want everyone to repeat after me. Okay. Saeed Vassell was a father, son, brother, friend, and beloved member of his community. Fact two, Saeed was gunned down in broad daylight on April 4, 2018, in a hail of bullets by plainclothes and SRG NYPD officers. I want to repeat fact one again. Saeed Vassell was a father, son, brother, friend, and beloved member of his Crown Heights community. One more time as loud as you can. Saeed Vassell was a father, son, brother, friend, and beloved member of the This is the person that we love. And we want to make that very clear. And this is why people are angry in this community. He may be a statistic, friend, a comrade, and community member to us. And I want us to hold that as we have this visual today. Can we do that? Can we do that? We are here to honor this man. We are here to stand by this family. And we are here to honor those that we don't even know were murdered by this system. Can we stand in that? Thank you. And next, I would like to welcome Brother Kenneth. Are you here? Okay. Please welcome Kenneth.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
It pains my heart anytime I have to come out to situations like this and stand with families who are victims of extrajudicial killings and summary execution. My name is Kenneth Chamberlain Jr. My father's name is Kenneth Chamberlain Sr. My father was killed November 19, 2011, when he inadvertently triggered his life aid pendant that he wore around his neck in his home. They broke down his door, cursed at him, mocked his military service, called him a nigger, tased him, fired a beanbag shotgun at him, and then fired live rounds at him. So I know exactly what this family is feeling right now. I know exactly what they're going through. The AG's office has failed this family. That is the bottom line. These officers and these cities all read from the same exact playbook. So what we have to understand is that we have to get out here, we have to put different people in office and stop believing just because someone has our same skin complexion that they represent us and that they support us. Because no reasonable officer would have done what these officers did to this young man. So again, I am here standing in solidarity with this family. I'm also a member of Families United for Justice, and until they have justice, there will be no peace. Thank you. I want to bring in my sister Anthony Pierre from Brooklyn Movement Center to read a piece. We got a few speakers coming up also who really want to set the tone and really speak Shaheed's life back into this place today. We want to speak about what he does and who he was now, and just, you know, try to liven things up a little bit.
Thank you, Vic. I'm reading, again, my name is Anthony Pierre. I'm here representing Brooklyn Movement Center and Communities United for Police Reform, and I'm reading a message from Shaheed's son. I'm just saying that again so everybody hears me. I'm reading a message from Shaheed's son. Today marks 1 year since you were taken from us. They say time heals all wounds, but some wounds are unhealable. Missing you always. You never said I'm leaving. You never said goodbye. You were gone before we knew it, and only God knows why. In life, we love you dearly. In death, we love you still. In our hearts, we hold a place that only you can fill. It broke our hearts to lose you, but you didn't go alone. A part of us went with you the day God took you home. Stay in power, Shaheed Vassal, April 4th, 2018. We will now have a few words from Charles Barron.
We need to be very, very clear. I'm sending a message to AG Attorney General Tish James. You brag about being the first black woman Attorney General. You made history. Now you made history, a shameful history, to be the first black woman Attorney General to let go killer cops for killing an innocent black man like they do on a regular basis. We are driving a deep wound in the black community, and it's not going to be long before our community will shut this city down and nobody will be able to do anything when you murder our people. It's going to be a time where these rallies are not going to be so deep, and they're not going to be in our communities. We'll take it to Wall Street. We'll take it to where your money is. And we are going to organize something on Thursday. We should not give Attorney General Tish James a pass just because she's black. We got to hold her accountable. So on Thursday, some people from East New York and other communities, we are going down to the Attorney General's office from 4 to 6 p.m. on Thursday, and we saying to her, we don't accept you closing the case. You better open it back up and bring them killer cops to justice. Because we're not going to just have these rallies and press conferences and you allowed to do what you're doing. So in the name of Shaheed, and stop getting up here telling us what Shaheed was suffering from. These police are suffering some savagery and racism and blood-sucking murderers. because the police are in a worse, dangerous condition, mental condition. Their craziness about killing us because they know they'll get away with us. Be with us on Thursday, and we need to keep it going. No one-shot deal, and then you go back to business as usual. We're going to pump it up on Thursday. If y'all do something else after that, we will be there. We're going to keep going until she opens that case back up and send them killer cops under the jail for the rest of their damn lives.
Assemblyman Charles Barron, thank you for those words. And that's a reality that we all need to realize. This is somebody that folks voted to put her there. And now she's failing the same people that she swore that she would do the right thing by. Same person. She's, after this family met with her and she made these promises and she did not come through. I want to bring up Anthony Beckford is running for 45th.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? What we go through every day when we fight for justice is a reality that we shouldn't be going through at all. We have to change that narrative in this reality. We have to make sure that not only do they hear our voice and they see us marching, we have to make sure that we put the fear into their eyes, put the fear into their hearts, and let them understand the community won't have this no more. We have to make sure that they understand that we are not their targets. We have to make sure they understand that enough is enough. Every time we have a new family that joins this club that we do not want any new members in. Every time we have people who tell us that they'll find justice for us, but the only thing they do is give us lip service and do nothing for the people. It is time for the community to start rising up and finding that common enemy, which is these people who keep on targeting us. These people who keep on delivering injustice to our community, to our families, to our brothers, to our mothers, to our grandmothers. It is time for our children to see that the community can come together and actually make things change and make a difference. It is time for these cops to be held accountable for every single life that they have taken away from us. It is time for every elected official who has sat there and said they're with us, but yet they draft the legislation against us to understand that their time is up and that the community is taking back their power. Shaheed should be alive right now. Same as many other people should be alive right now. The time of mourning is not a time for us to just sit still. The time of mourning is for us to also put it into action. We must come together, not only during memorials and vigils. We must come together on a daily basis so that they can see the true power and unity of the people. And we must not let them forget that. Justice for Shaheed.
Thank you. I want to acknowledge that this is a situation that happens every 28 hours in this country. And the reason why I want to acknowledge that is because even though we're honoring Shaheed and standing by his family today, there are two other families here that even though they don't want to speak, I want to shout them out. I want to shout out Natasha Duncan, the sister of Chantel Davis. Chantel Davis was dragged out of her car and shot not too far from here. And she still hasn't experienced any justice. I want to acknowledge Carol Gray, the mother of Kamani Gray, little Kiki, a teenager who was also shot not too far from here. Assassinate the characters of those that they savagely murder in the streets. And that's the same thing that they did to this family. We have to acknowledge mothers' pains. And the reason why I say that is because every time these mothers come to these events, it's like ripping the Band-Aid off of their own story. It's a pain that you do not heal from. That a child is taken away from their family. And then you live in the richest country in the world and you can't get justice while your tax dollars are being being used to fund the NYPD and other PDs that murder people in our community. This is what we're talking about. So I'm going to say these names, and I want us to say Ashe in solidarity as we honor these families that it's too hard for them to get on the mic, but we see you and we stand with you. And we remember our brothers and sisters that were slain in Brooklyn. Kamani Gray.
Ashe.
Kamani Gray.
Ashe.
Kamani Gray.
Ashe.
Chantel Davis.
Ashe.
Chantel Davis.
Ashe.
Chantel Davis.
Ashe.
Thank you. And now I want to welcome Mark, Executive Director of the Brooklyn Movement Center.
Mic check. Be sure. What's up? Okay, thank you. Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Mark Winston Griffith. And yes, I'm an organizer, I'm an activist, I'm with the Brooklyn Movement Center. But I'm a man, black man, who lives in Crown Heights, who's Jamaican, and who walks these streets every day. Just as importantly, you have to know that yes, I'm like Shaheed, but so are you. I'm Shaheed, you're Shaheed. And you have to know that just like Shaheed was taken out, any one of us could be taken out. The police have tried to send a message that they could come in, take us out, and then bounce. And it's all right. Now on our watch, and not anymore. I want you to give some love and some strength to this family right here, and to the people back here who've been holding Shaheed down for years. Transfer your strength and transfer your action to them. I'm not going to talk much longer because there's a time for speaking, there's a time for silence, and then there's a time for action. And right now, we're in a moment of action. And so what I'm saying tonight is that we're not going to be here too many more times, right? We may march, we may talk, but more importantly, we're going to fight, we're going to disrupt, and we're going to shut it down until we get justice for Shaheed and all of us here right now. Peace.
I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm just being a dick. I'm sorry. Don't bother me.
Family, we're now going to get ready. Everyone who has a candle, please, if you could light it. If you have a candle, light the candle, please. If you have a candle, please light the candle.